Welcome to NKU's 43rd Commencement exercises. The processional music this morning is being performed by the NKU Symphonic Winds, conducted by Dr. Brant Carrick. Presidential ambassadors will lead the students into the arena with the flag processional to the stage. Please direct your attention to the four corners of the arena floor as the participants process to their seats. Please join me in welcoming the Spring 2015 candidates for graduation from the College of Arts and Sciences and the Haile U.S. Bank College of Business. platform party to the arena stage. Please rise for our national anthem, led by Brittany Berry, Caitlin Kelly, Calvin Horner, and Quentin Bonds, students in the Department of Music.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please welcome Ms. Sue Ott Rowlands, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 43rd Annual Commencement Ceremony at Northern Kentucky University. I'd like to start with a thank you to our vocal quartet for their wonderful rendition of the national anthem. Today, we honor and celebrate the class of 2015. You did it! Graduates, stand and be recognized. Please stand. You can. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce the distinguished members of the platform party. I will ask them to stand as I call their names and remain standing And I would ask that you please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Will the members of the Board of Regents please stand and be recognized as I read your name? Chair Dennis Repenning, Secretary Nathaniel G. Smith, Regent Stephen A. Meyer, Regent Brenda L. Wilson, Regent Emeritus David Duncan, Regent Terry L. Mann, Regent Jacqueline S. Emeron, Regent John Jose. Continuing on, Jeffrey S. Mearns, President of Northern Kentucky University, Mr. Fred Hirsch, internationally renowned jazz pianist and our honorary degree recipient, Janet Brinkman, Vice President of the Alumni Association, Karen Zerhusen-Kruer, Executive Director, NKU Foundation, Ryan Lenahan, our student speaker and representative of the class of 2015, Dr. Stephen Weiss, President of the Faculty Senate and Grand Marshal. The academic deans, Catherine Frank, Dean, College of Arts and Sciences, Kevin Kirby, Dean, College of Informatics, Rebecca Porterfield, Dean of the Haile U.S. Bank College of Business, Cynthia Reed, Dean, College of Education and Human Services, Denise L. Robinson, Dean of the College of Health Professions, and Jeffrey Standen, Dean of the Salmon P. Chase College of Law. The President's executive team and others in the stage party: Ken Butoff, Director of Athletics; Eric Gentry, Vice President for University Advancement; Catherine Hershedy, Executive Assistant to the President and Secretary to the Board of Regents; Sue Hodges-Moore, Senior Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness; Ken Ramey, Vice President for Administration; Kathleen Roberts, Senior Advisor for Inclusive Excellence; Sarah Sidebottom, Vice President for Legal Affairs and General Counsel; Kim Turner, Interim Vice President for Student Affairs; Kim Scranage, Vice President for Enrollment and Degree Management; Pat Moynihan, Vice Provost; Ryan Paget, Assistant Vice President for Student Success and Assessment; Danny Moore, Senior Associate Dean for Student Inclusiveness; and Arna Almquist, Associate Provost and Dean of the Libraries. The journey to graduation is filled with many people who make a difference in our lives, and many of these people are with us today to help celebrate this momentous event. Let me first recognize the family members of our graduates. I know the class of 2015 will agree with me that they could not have possibly reached this point without your encouragement and support. Will all the parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, and family members please stand? And friends, and general acquaintances. Thank you. Next, I would like to recognize the faculty. I cannot stress enough the importance of our outstanding faculty who daily demonstrate a deep dedication to helping our students achieve their goals. It is my pleasure to ask all members of the faculty to stand and be recognized.
Harvard was the first university to confer honorary degrees in 1692. Since then, it has become a recognized function of degree-granting institutions. Honorary degrees are an opportunity for universities to single out people who have made contributions to society. Today's honorary degree is presented to Mr. Fred Hirsch, an accomplished international solo jazz pianist.
And Mr. Hirsch, would you please join us at the podium? Ladies and gentlemen, Vanity Fair magazine has described Mr. Hirsch, and this is a quote, as the most arrestingly innovative pianist in jazz over the last decade or so. You began playing the piano at the age of 4, you were composing music by the age of 8, and you started winning national piano competitions at the age of 10. Today, you balance your internationally recognized instrumental skills with significant achievements as a composer, as a band leader, and theatrical conceptualist. And you remain an in-demand collaborator with other acclaimed band leaders and vocalists. You have been nominated for 8 Grammy Awards, including 2 this year for Best Jazz Album and Best Jazz Solo for your trio CD, Floating. You have been called the most prolific and celebrated solo jazz pianist of your generation. Your numerous awards include a 2003 Guggenheim Memorial Fellowship for Composition, a Rockefeller Fellowship. You were named the 2011 Jazz Pianist of the Year by Jazz Journalists Association, and most recently, your induction last night as a member of the inaugural class of the Cincinnati Jazz Hall of Fame, which was conducted right here on our campus. You have collaborated with an astonishing range of instrumentalists and vocalists throughout the worlds of jazz, classical, and Broadway. You've long admired for your sympathetic work with singers. You have joined such notable jazz vocalists as Nancy King, Norma Winstone, and Kurt Elling. You have also been a passionate spokesman and fundraiser for AIDS services and education agencies since 1993. You have produced and performed on 4 benefit recordings and in numerous concerts for related charities that have raised more than $300,000. You have also been a keynote speaker and a performer at medical conferences in the United States and in Europe. After being diagnosed with HIV-induced dementia and suffering a 2-month coma in 2008, you awoke to discover you'd lost muscular function and you could not play the piano. Undaunted, you underwent intense rehabilitation and worked your way back to the top of the jazz world. In fact, you used the experience to produce My Coma Dreams, a full evening work including 11 instruments as well as actors, singers, animation, and multimedia, all based on dreams you retained after emerging from your coma. You are an artist of unbounded imagination, ambition, and skill. Perhaps Downbeat put it best in describing you, and this is a quote, one of the small handful of brilliant musicians of his generation. And so, Mr. Hirsch, the faculty and the Board of Regents of Northern Kentucky University have resolved to confer and do hereby confer on you this 9th day of May in the year 2015, the honorary degree of Doctor of Musical Arts. Congratulations.
I'm usually a little more comfortable behind the piano than I am at a lectern, but my greetings to all of you, and very special thanks to University President Jeff Mearns and the Board Regents, faculty, staff, and students for bestowing upon me this great honor. I'm sure there are numerous commencement speeches being made at this time of year across the U.S. on the theme of follow your passion. Indeed, this is an important issue to consider as you go out into the world or onto postgraduate work. In an ideal world, we would all be generously rewarded for doing work we love while still having enough time for family and friends. We would have health care, a great public education system, and a government that cares for the health and well-being of everyone in society, from preschoolers to retirees. Maybe some of you will help these things happen. But I want to speak today briefly about my own history and above all the subject of activism. I was born in 1955. I'm a product of Cincinnati Public Schools. Yeah, you can say that. I came of adolescence in the late 60s when protests against everything from Vietnam to the student dress code at Walnut Hills were everywhere. I even remember the very first Earth Day. And it's too bad we have not moved farther ahead on dealing with the adverse effects on mankind as our future as a sustainable planet. I also came of age as a gay man in the mid-70s, just 5 or 6 years after the famous Stonewall riots in New York City in the summer of 1969. After a group of drag queens on a hot summer night stood up to the police and won, for the first time in our history, it became legal for gay men and women to congregate together, and it began the claiming of rights for all citizens of this country, regardless of sexual orientation. I sense that gay marriage is now inevitable, and I never thought that I would see this in my lifetime. Just as gay life for me and many other people had become open and joyous, HIV and AIDS entered the picture in the 1980s. I was infected with the virus most probably around that time, and my diagnosis was confirmed in 1986. At that time, having HIV was more or less a death sentence, and I watched helplessly as friends and colleagues were struck down in the prime of their lives. No medications were available till 1989, and no effective treatments were available till 1996. From 1986 to 2008, my virus was running rampant through my immune system, and I suffered from a wide variety of health problems, some of them very serious, including the 2-month coma in the summer of 2008. But being an activist was not on my radar until 1993, when I volunteered to produce the first jazz CD to benefit an organization that provides services for those affected with HIV/AIDS. With just a toll-free number, pre-internet, we raised over $150,000. Everything was donated: musicians, studio time, graphics. It was a lot of work, but it was a labor of love, and it allowed musicians, including me, who couldn't write big checks, find a way to be helpful. This helped to build a sense of community within the jazz world around this cause. In conjunction with that release, I went public in a big way: CNN, Newsweek, gay magazines, jazz magazines, as an HIV-positive jazz musician, gay jazz musician. I thought at the time, since I did not know how much longer I would live, that I might be helpful to others who were struggling to gather the strength to disclose their condition. And I wanted people to know me as I am, both in my family and in the jazz world. Over many years, I've received numerous and very touching letters and emails from people around the world who have found my example helpful. And by disclosing who they are, they know who will be there for them when the chips are down. This standing up and being counted is activism in and of itself. The other more obvious facts of my activism, benefits concerts, speaking out at high schools and colleges, medical conferences, are now an important part of my identity. Jazz music, which I was fortunate enough to learn on the bandstand in my late teens on the stages of the local Cincinnati jazz scene with older players who could not have been kinder to me, has been my passion, indeed my savior at some very dark points in my life. Being out and comfortable with who I am has been an ongoing process, in many ways very easy and natural, but occasionally challenging. But I feel that I'm a much better creative artist, jazz pianist, composer, and teacher as a result. The price of being in any type of closet is steep. In conclusion, what I'm saying is that one way to be an activist is to be who you are. Find your family, biologically or otherwise, and use your time and skills to try to make a difference. This can be more obvious activism in the form of volunteer work, helping someone who is aging or alone, or any other worthy cause, or founding or working for a company or nonprofit that helps solve one of humanity's problems, or getting a master's degree or a PhD and being a great teacher or researcher. But sometimes just being who you are to the world and to those who love you will make that difference. if you are caring, compassionate, and willing to go the extra distance to help others. This is quiet activism. It really does make you feel good about yourself, and it's a huge benefit to human society that is sorely in need of this every day. My heartiest congratulations to all the graduating students who are being honored today for all of your commitment and hard work that got you here, and to the families that have supported you along the way. Thank you again for this very important honor.
Thank you, Mr. Hirsch. Our student speaker, Ryan Lenehan, is earning his Bachelor of Science in Marketing degree today from the Haile U.S. Bank College of Business. His outstanding academic achievements has placed him on the Dean's List, President's Honors or Scholars List all 4 years he has attended NKU. He was nominated for the 2015 Cincinnati American Marketing Association Pinnacle Award and was named NKU's 2015 Outstanding Student in Marketing. After interning for Dean Houston, a Cincinnati-based marketing firm, he has been offered a full-time position with them after graduation. Please join me in welcoming Ryan Lenehan to the podium.
President Mearns, distinguished faculty, friends, family, and fellow graduates, good morning. It is such an honor to have been selected to be the student speaker at today's commencement. Thank you. Today we gather to celebrate each other. Each one of us had our own path to follow in order to get to this day, our own set of unique experiences, accomplishments, and struggles along the way. As for me, growing up in a Kentucky family, I always envisioned attending the University of Kentucky, being a part of that large fan base, and attending numerous sporting events. However, fate had a different plan for me. My struggles began back in high school with 4 reconstructive ankle surgeries. It led to 2 hard years of recovery and rehabilitation. I was either in a wheelchair or crutches for most of that time, so I needed a lot of help. Who could refuse a beautiful blonde who so generously offered her assistance? I eagerly accepted, and the rest, as they say, is history. But Taylor had dreams of her own. She planned on getting an entrepreneurship degree from this fine institution and finish up with a degree in the pastry arts from the Midwest Culinary Institute. So my educational direction and desire quickly switched to Northern Kentucky University, where I believe I was always destined to be. I think these early on experiences began to teach me the art of perseverance. I remember the first years here on campus as another period of adjustment, unsure of my college major, learning to juggle and balance school functions, work, fun, and classroom demands. After taking a few marketing classes, I developed strong personal relationships with the faculty. I felt like they took me under their wing and treated me as a friend and not just a number in the classroom. I truly believe here at Northern, our professors go above and beyond to make each student feel this way. A personal example of what this faculty has done for me is recommend me for an internship at Dean Houston, a Cincinnati-based marketing firm, which ultimately led me to my full-time career. Schoolwork became increasingly more difficult in our upperclassmen years, and at times, each year seemed to be too much to cope with. But I believe we as a class persevered by continuing to put one foot in front of the other. We succeeded by sticking it out together, supported by our professors. I don't think I would be here today without the support of many of you sitting here. I think all of us can say we developed strong friendships here at NKU, and with perseverance, we learned how to set a goal and work toward it together. Before we embark on the next chapter of our lives, I think it is important to thank everyone who helped us along the way. Personally, I would like to give a big shout out to my family and fiance, Taylor, who have stuck by me through this difficult journey. I'd also like to give a big thanks to this class and all of our professors for the support that we have given each other. Friendship is a gift we can carry with us into the future. The key to the future now will be to persevere in our own chosen fields. I think I'll end with a quote that I read every day that is affixed to my refrigerator that has personally helped me to persevere. The quote is, "You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf." Congratulations to the class of 2015, and good luck to everyone in the future. Thank you.
Please welcome Ms. Janet Brinkman, Vice President of the NKU Alumni Association.
Good morning. As Vice President of the NKU Alumni Board of Directors, I'd like to congratulate you on reaching this milestone and for seeing this dream come through. As a fellow graduate of NKU, I know what it took to get to this point. I too can recall nights at Steely studying for exams, taking breaks in between classes with friends, and building unique relationships with my professors. For the past few years, you've seen inside NKU like the more than 70,000 before you. Today, you are welcome to the other side. You may now stand with us as a proud alumni. In fact, I'd like to take this moment to acknowledge those of you here today in the audience that are also graduates of Northern Kentucky University. Please stand and be recognized. Each of you, whether you are graduating today or graduated many years ago, are part of the NKU Alumni Association, a group with a clear mission. We connect alumni with areas of interest, we celebrate the university and alumni successes, and lead through experiences that further the interest of NKU and alumni. This mission cannot be fulfilled without your passionate support. You may be thinking today that now you have completed your degree at NKU, you are finished. I too felt that way after each graduation ceremony, 3 times as a matter of fact. But something has always drawn me back to NKU. And my wish for all of you today is you find that something that draws you back as well. It's easier than ever to stay connected to your university. You can attend athletic events, follow us on social media, or join us at one of the many alumni events we host each year. Each of you has a special story to share about your journey to get to NKU and even to get to this day. You have the power, simply by association, to continue to spread the great news about NKU. To all that you meet and influence as you walk out of this arena, you are the face of NKU. Again, my sincere congratulations, and go Norse!
Today's musical interlude, Alone, will be performed by NKU's Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Mr. William Bryan Hogg. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Jeffrey S. Mearns, the president of Northern Kentucky University.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How about another round of applause for our outstanding student music performers? So it is a privilege to serve as the president of Northern Kentucky University, and it is an honor to make a few remarks to our graduates on this very special occasion. You, our graduates, continue a tradition of excellence that has characterized this university since its inception. In our commencement ceremonies today, more than 1,600 students will receive a degree from Northern Kentucky University. Individually and collectively, you have worked hard and you have accomplished a great deal. All of us, the faculty, the staff, your parents and your family and your friends, we are all very proud of you. And as you heard from the provost, we have hundreds of distinguished faculty who are dedicated to your academic success and your personal well-being, and I'm grateful that so many of them have joined us here today. A point of distinction for our university is the personal educational experience that our outstanding faculty provide to our students. And one exceptional way that our faculty members provide that experience is by mentoring students on individual research projects. And a very good example of this student-faculty interaction, that critical relationship, can be found in the dynamic trio of Dr. Amber Honorado, who is an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry, Dr. John Carmen, who's an assistant professor in the Department of Biological Sciences, and student Alexandra Cox. Alex is graduating this morning with a Bachelor of Science degree in Biological Sciences with a minor in chemistry. When Alex started her studies in biology, she wasn't sure what she wanted to do. But under the guidance of Professor Honorado and Professor Carmen, Alex embarked on a research project that aimed to identify soil bacteria compounds that can be synthesized into new antibiotics. And her professors made this extraordinary experience possible by creating a special training pipeline between their respective departments. The result is that an undergraduate student, Alex, has had the opportunity to present her research at 4 different academic conferences. And she has also received a prestigious John C. Johnston Award for Excellence in Student Research. And of her experience, this is what Alex says. Before I started doing undergraduate research, I didn't really have a track. I was just taking my classes and doing my homework and then going home. I really didn't know what I was going to do after I graduated, but at other universities, you often come out of the door with just your grades. You might have a 4.0, but you really don't have experience. And this research gave me a place I wanted to go. It gave me a direction, and it gave me a career trajectory. And this is just one example of hundreds of transformative experiences between our excellent students and our outstanding faculty that take place on our campus every day. And we also have more than 1,000 dedicated staff who also support and serve our students in their academic and personal pursuits. And I want to share just one example of one of our most dedicated staff members. You see, today marks the last official commencement ceremony as a regent for Steve Meyer. Mr. Meyer has served as a regent for the past 3 years, representing the interests of our entire university community. Mr. Meyer himself was an NKU student. He started here in 1972. He was, in fact, one of our first student athletes. He then joined our staff, where he has served for 39 years, supporting students in his roles on campus, in campus recreation and in the Dean of Students' office. Throughout this time at our university and our Board of Regents, Steve Meyer has served selflessly, with humility and with grace. And so, Steve, thank you for your service. And like Steve Meyer and all of our faculty and staff, and you, our graduates, you represent the continuation of a tradition of service that permeates our institutions. Our students, our faculty, our staff regularly and enthusiastically engage in many activities that serve our community and serve our Commonwealth. At NKU, we value and encourage that service. And we also support and proudly and publicly recognize those women and those men who have served in our military. This past semester, more than 500 NKU students were United States veterans. In order to enable their success, our university has a variety of special support services, including a Veterans Resource Station. The mission of this center is to provide services that increase the likelihood that these veterans, student service members, and their family members will successfully complete their academic goals. At this university, we feel a special obligation to serve these women and these men because they have courageously made great sacrifices to protect us and to serve our country. And today, in our 2 commencement ceremonies, 38 veterans are receiving a degree from NKU. And so I ask that our graduates who are military veterans please stand so that we can recognize your service. And I ask that all of the veterans who are in attendance, please stand and be recognized. Thank you very much. So now to our graduates. For each of you, today marks an end and a beginning. It is the end of an important part of your formal education, and it is the beginning of the next phase of your life. Whether you embark on a new career, or whether you continue in your current occupation, or whether you choose to get an additional academic credential, I know that you will draw upon the knowledge that you have gained and the skills that you have developed here at Northern Kentucky University. I am confident that you are well prepared for all of the exciting opportunities that await you. But let me give you a few suggestions, if I may. You have pursued and obtained an education in order to advance your career and to provide for yourself and for your family. But no matter how you choose to earn a living, please remember to continue to serve your neighbors by volunteering with charitable organizations and civic associations. You will find that such service is very rewarding. Throughout your experience at our university, I hope that you have been challenged to exceed your expectations. Do not settle for being just average. Please commit yourself to excellence in everything that you do. But always remember that professional success and personal satisfaction require more than knowledge and more than just talent. Be sincere and speak the truth. Model integrity and value integrity in others. Character matters, and so does heart. Within each one of you, there is some special motivation that brought you to our university and that brings you to this place at this time. To arrive at this destination, you've overcome many obstacles, and there are likely to be more challenges, and there will be some disappointments in the days ahead. But never forget the dream that brings you here today. Whenever you feel discouraged, recall that personal aspiration and summon your dream. Pursue that dream, your personal dream, with unrelenting passion and with abiding courage. We believe in a better future, a world that will be more peaceful and more just. And that world will be more peaceful and more just because of the faith that we have in you. Our faith in that brighter future is dependent upon you and upon your commitment. Our future rests in your hands. As I said, we believe in a better future because we believe in you. And then finally, on a personal note, please never forget to show your appreciation and your affection for your family and your friends and for all of the other people in your lives who have helped you become the talented women and men that you are. Honor their gifts to you and repay the debt that you owe to them by sharing your talents and your good fortune with others. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for permitting me to share this special day with you, and good luck. And now let's get to the business at hand. Will all the master, baccalaureate, and associate candidates please rise? That's all of you. And by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky through the Board of Regents of Northern Kentucky University, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended. I now declare you a graduate of Northern Kentucky University. Bachelor and associate graduates, you may move your tassels. Graduates, you may be seated now. We are going to begin. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Catherine Frank, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. The College of Arts and Sciences offers 5 master's degrees: a Master's of Arts in English, Integrative Studies, and Public History, a Master of Public Administration, and a Master of Science in Industrial Organizational Psychology. We are extremely proud of these dedicated graduates who have worked diligently to earn their degrees. Mr. President, it is my honor and great pleasure to present these women and men from the College of Arts and Sciences who have successfully completed all requirements for the master's degrees for which they have been recommended by our faculty.
Receiving the Master of Arts in English degree from the College of Arts and Sciences, Roger J. Auger II. Gina Lynn Boll. Tiana Johnson. Minadora Masharat. Kathleen Ann Spada. Adam Patrick Spredlin. Christina Eleni Palacios Walls. Receiving the Master of Arts in Integrative Studies degree from the College of Arts and Sciences are Ola Denise Donahue. Hi, Jeff. Jeffrey Michael Eicher. I get nervous. Christine Lawhorn. Terrence Singer. Natanja Chandel Wells. Receiving the Master of Arts in Public History degree from the College of Arts and Sciences are Tiffany Joy Freitag. Stephen Thomas Hicks. Terry Lynn Horsley. Eric M. Kelso. Jeffrey Scott Whitaker. Receiving the Masters of Public Administration degree from the College of Arts and Sciences are Christine Martine Baldini. Excuse me. Charles Deanna Brown. Travis Brown. Catherine Ruth Dillon. Aaron Yamishka. I apologize. Michelle McMullen. Amanda Meeker. Jeremy Todd Scholler. Catherine Steffenpol. Stacy Lynn Strotman. Darren Cameron Thompson. Receiving the Master's of Science in Industrial Organizational Psychology degree from the College of Arts and Sciences are Janice Valerie Bernard. Zakia Renee McNeil.
Students in the College of Arts and Sciences may pursue degree options in more than 30 different areas. Mr. President, it is my honor and great pleasure to present these women and men who have successfully completed all requirements for the associate and bachelor's degrees for which they have been recommended by our faculty.
Receiving bachelor degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences are Carly Yvonne Adams, Derek Clark Adams, Shannon Joy Adcock, magna cum laude, Anna Marie Albanese, Jessica Lynn Allison, Ambia Alsop, Matthew David Averdick, Amanda Ray Beckerich, Samantha J. Bernhardt, magna cum laude, Dorian Yvonne Berry, Brittany Best, Melanie K. Biddle, Matthew Charles Billeter, Jalen Christopher Billups, Allie Elizabeth Bills, Andrew Thomas Bird, Shannon Marie Blau. Patricia Gail Bray, cum laude. Joseph Patrick Brennan, magna cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Anita Caitlin Marie Brown. Justin Stephen Brown. Thomas Shane Brown. Travis M. Brueggemann. Ryan Thomas Burge. Terry Elizabeth Burns. Marley Bush. Christopher Lee Bird. Matthew M. Keynes. Brittany Nicole Call. Anthony Bernard Cameron, Jr. Kelly J. Campbell, cum laude. Cheryl Cannon, summa cum laude. Nicolette Lynn Carmack, cum laude. Manuel Carr, Jr. Brittany Lynn Carroll. Elizabeth Ann Clark, cum laude. Jean Hattie Augusta Clark, magna cum laude. Terry Jennifer Kaufman, cum laude. Taylor Lee Collins. Brittany Lauren Comstock. Kyle James Connor. Megan Elizabeth Cooper. Lauren Noel Cornett, cum laude. Kyle Mitchell Craven. Nicole Danielle Crawford. Deanna Kawan Curry. Mark R. Cutler. Sheridan M. S. Dawson. Tyra Trinae Dawson. Alex Patrick Dieters. Jamie Lee Diaz, cum laude. Jamie Lee Diaz, cum laude from the College of Business. Jody Beth Disselkamp, magna cum laude. Sarah Ann Caitlin Dorgan. Aaron Joseph Aguilar Dorsey. Ethan James Dowden, cum laude. Tessie Marie Dudas, cum laude. Caleb Niall Eastham. Sarah Eichelberger. Ahmed Alessawi, magna cum laude. Hannah Marie Engel. Amanda Marie Ewing, cum laude. Ivory Faith, magna cum laude. Cassie Lee Fogno. Christian Faust, magna cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Rachel Nicole Feldkamp. Casey L. Fickenshire. Colleen N. Fennell. Samantha Nicole Fox, cum laude. Matthew James Frentz. Chloe Elizabeth Fryman. Lauren E. Gabbard, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Carissa Marie Gandenberger, cum laude. Alyssa Garland. Kelsey Garnett. Lauren Jennifer Gauss, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. James J. Gilbert, cum laude. Stephanie Ray Glon. Nikki Golden. Corey L. Green. Mary Elizabeth Green. David John Bradley Greenway. Megan Marie Griffith Webster. Courtney Lee Grigson. Stephanie Nelson Guffey. Lindsay Faith Haas, cum laude. Anella Hadzik. Olivia Caitlin Hagedorn, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Stacy Marie Halfhill. Shawnee Renee Hamilton. Kendra Dolores Harris. Sarah Michelle Harthen. Megan Lee Hassel. Jason Allen Hayter. Christopher Lloyd Hatter. Micah Havens. Max Andrew Heckel. Erin Elizabeth Herzenberg. Christopher J. Hester. Brittany Page Hill. Cassidy Nicole Hill, cum laude. Caitlin Kern Himes, cum laude. Matthew James Hochter. Glenn Paul Hoffman. Zachary Lewis Hoffman. Kyle Joseph Russell Hahn. Samantha Rochelle Hopkins. Bethany Moran Hopper. Angela Dawn Hornsby. Kelsey Lynn Howell, cum laude. Rebecca Miriam Hudgens, summa cum laude. Sarah Beth Hudgens, cum laude. Christopher John Huntington. Robin Kathleen Hunsicker. Sean Joseph Highland. Jesse Jackson. Colton Johnson. Sean Paul Johnson. Marlena Marie Jones. Tiana Nicole Jones. Clint Evan Capisser. Donald James Kellerhouse. Caitlin Marie Kelly. Diane Michelle Kirkland, magna cum laude. Kelly Nicole Klein. Megan Louise Kloss, University Honors Scholar. Cody James Klug. Dakota John Cook. Stephanie Feltner Conkle. Leslie Elizabeth Krutz, cum laude. Sharon Destiny Kuntz, magna cum laude. Victoria Rose Lalena, summa cum laude. Mary Lamping, summa cum laude. Jacob M. Lawson. Sarah A. Laypool, cum laude. J. Ryan Leibold. Lauren Christine Like, magna cum laude. Ashley Nicole Leopold Moore. Kirsten Lee Leyland. Taylor Loya. Shelby Christine Lloyd, summa cum laude. Amanda Marie Mackey. Tabitha Maines. Joshua Thomas Macon. Margaret Kathleen Marcus. Bethany Martin. Jeremy Michael Martin. Lonnie William Martin. William Cody Meyer. Megan Nicole Massey. Catherine Elizabeth McDonald, summa cum laude. James Lawrence McManus, summa cum laude. Emily Ann Metters. Anthony Meyer III, cum laude. Chelsea Danielle Meinert. Sarah Melching. Lincoln Arthur Meltebrink, summa cum laude. Elise L. Merkel, magna cum laude. Jeremy Lee Myers. Andrea Michelle Middendorf. Robin Lynn Middleton. Adam Caleb Miles, cum laude. Stephen H. Middlemoss. Thomas Philip Molesky, magna cum laude. Ashton Marie Miller. Megan Ann Miller, cum laude. Emily Momberger. Lindsay Mumley, cum laude. Lee R. Mercer. Caitlin Renee Mills. Aaron M. Moore. Nicole Lynn Moore, cum laude. Mason M. Moores. Amy Lynn Morgan. Aaron Caldwell Myers, summa cum laude. Barbara Jo Narwhal. Gabriel Lewis Neff. Rebecca Nearing. Courtney Marie Nicolacci. Zachary Andrew Nothstein, summa cum laude. Joseph Dalton O'Neill. Ian Amon O'Reilly. Emily Elaine Owens. Heather May Owens, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Dwayne E. Norman, Jr. Caleb James Patterson, magna cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Amber Lynn Peak. Jason Perry. Marchesa M. Peters, cum laude. Ashley Charlotte Pillar. Samantha Jordan Pruitt, cum laude. Kelsey Janelle Price. Jacob Tyler Pretty, cum laude. Matthew Cullen Redmond, cum laude. Brittany Reinhardt. Rachel Marie Rensing, cum laude. Jennifer Ashley Repka, magna cum laude. Brandy Renee Rexroth, University Honors Scholar. Nathan Lee Rickert. Timothy Allen Riemann. Ross Michael Rigsby. Shanna Marie Rizzo. Michaela Danielle Rourke. Caitlin Ray Roy. Tanner Ruberg. Stephen Saleh. Robin Marie Salyers. Gonzalo Lopez Sanchez. Heather Schaffner, summa cum laude. David Lawrence Shell. Vanessa Lee Shell. Eden Amelia Schlosser. Jordan Paige Schlunt. David Michael Schmidt. Rachel Elizabeth Schulteis, cum laude. Ashley Dawn Schuler. Lisa Nicole Schulte, magna cum laude. David James Schumacher, cum laude. Elizabeth Jane Sellers. Jessica Ann Shaw. Maria Lee Heaton Shelton. Mariah Lee Heaton Shelton. Matthew Justin Shepard, cum laude. Caitlin Rose Schubert. Terrence Jermaine Simpson. Helena Michelle Sizemore, magna cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Rachel Skubak. Maxwell Kenneth Spangler. Jacob Earl Spence. Alexis Springelmeyer, University Honors Scholar. John A. Sroth, cum laude. Taylor Jade Stanley. Matthew A. Steele. Kimberly Steffen, summa cum laude. Tyler Jeffrey Stevens. Savannah Rose Stewart. Jamie Bunker Strunk. Sarah Elizabeth Sullivan. Robert Blaze Swinford. Michelle Lynn Syvertson, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Ian Yashiro Bain Takaoka. Ashley Nicole Taylor, cum laude. Christopher Thomas Taylor, University Honors Scholar. Brandy Lynn Terry. Nicholas Edward Thaxton. Aaron Thomas. Latrice Marissa Thompson, summa cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Urda, cum laude. Maria Camilla Varela. Isabel Cristina Vargas Trujillo. Kate Diane Verslis, magna cum laude. Ashley Nicole Vestal. Catherine Marie Waitman, magna cum laude. Amanda Nicole Walden. Matthew Robert Wallen, summa cum laude. Michelle E. Walters, cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Walton. Alexander Walls. Donovan Michael Washington. Carly Brianne Weaver. Jacob Talbert Webster. Michelle Diane Worley. Isis Unique Welty. Francesca Marie Springer. Cameron Michelle Wheatley. Garth Douglas Whitaker. Charles Ernest Wickenhuver. Brandy N. Wilson. Lauren Marie Wilson, cum laude. Kevin Michael Woolber. Meredith Ann Wolf, cum laude. McKinley Alden Abraham. Noah Alexander Berry, cum laude. Wesley Keith Carmen II. Jeremy Neal Cox, cum laude. Emily Mink Graver, summa cum laude. Tyler William Greasy, cum laude. Victoria Best Hawley, magna cum laude. Chloe Barrett Hickson. Catherine Elizabeth Hurrier, cum laude. Hannah Paige Knapp, cum laude. Matthew Stephen Krieg. Philip Robert Krinsky, summa cum laude. Jacob Allen Kruer. Robert Mackey, cum laude. Britt Mahan, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. John Joseph Mannion. Allison Elizabeth Mellick, cum laude. Brittany Janelle Overa Vancini. Darlene Carol Rollins. Adam Jalil Razavi, cum laude. Jennifer Michelle Rodenheiser, magna cum laude. John David Richardson. Kirsten Grace Riggs. Jenna Nicole Sharp, magna cum laude. Kayla Victoria Simmons, cum laude. Andrea Rochelle Squires. Chandler Wayne Taylor, cum laude. David Ryan Trump, cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Mary Catherine Venegas, magna cum laude. Molly Elise Watson, summa cum laude. Denise Elizabeth Wellbrock. Emily Nicole Wheathorn, cum laude. Bradley Everett Bell. Benjamin Michael Bratton, cum laude. Catherine B. Hazelwood, cum laude. Monty Shea Likens. Jeremy Evan Plott, cum laude. Warren Mackenzie Wilburn, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Williams, summa cum laude. Mohammed Abdul-Jabbar. Abdullah Al-Ajmi. Al-Haytham Al-Gamdi. Noaf Al-Katani. Hussein Al-Abdul Baki. Musa Al-Hamdi. Abdul Rahman Adnan Alaloni, cum laude. Abdulaziz Abdullah Alalwan. Mohammed Alanazi. Mohammed Daidan Alarjani. Mohammed Alanizi. Riyad Ali Al-Gamdi. Faisal Ali Ibrahim. Fali Alarji. Nawaf Abdulaziz Al-Halal. Abdul Muhsin Al-Brahim. Haidar Al-Haji. Modahar Al-Muhammad Ali, cum laude. Zaid Al-Hugail. Ahmed Shukri Al-Humaidan. Mohammed Ali Al-Jahani. Mohammed Khaled Asmail. Ziad Al-Otabi. Fahad Abdullah Al-Katani, Sr. Khaled Al-Rashidi. Abdul Majid Asib Saud Al-Roki. Ahmad Marji Al-Shamari. Sultan Abdullah Altobaidi. Melody Renee Alvarez, magna cum laude. Muhammad Al-Yahya. Alexandra Lynn Barker. Alexandria Marie Barnes. John Michael Beatty. Chad Malloy Beneker. Zachary Lee Beazold, cum laude. Nathan Thomas Sexton, cum laude. Andrew David Blank. Nolan Tyler Boone, summa cum laude. Amber Dawn Boyers. Jacqueline Colleen Brockman, cum laude. Josephine Maria Brown. Megan Elizabeth Burson. David Arthur Chapin, summa cum laude. Tyler A. Clark. Vicky Coble. Kaylin Nicole Collins. Kyle R. Conley. Alexandra Nicole Cox. Jonathan Cordova. Corey Allen Daly. Samantha Jo Dietz, cum laude. Donna Doe. Kyla Marie Dopel. Tyler Downey, magna cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Crystal Rose Dyson. Olivia Ann Eckstein. Brittany Louise Edmondson. John Ashley Eiler. Timmy Dwayne Ferris Jr. Ari Jared Fitter. Elizabeth Aaron Foote, summa cum laude. Lindsay Ann Freudenberg, cum laude. Millicent Frimpong Manso. Tyler Robert Funk. Erica Lynn Gentili, magna cum laude. Morgan Christina Jerome. Caitlin Helene Jarity, cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Justin Tyler Gibson, cum laude. Nayeli Heron Sanchez. Christopher David Good, summa cum laude. Raymond Todd Vincent Grimes II, cum laude. Stefania Gulalami. Heather Marie Herzenberg, magna cum laude. Samantha J. Hines. Zachary Tyler Jordan Holtkamp, cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Sarah Elizabeth Hoppenjans. Jessica Ann Horn. Michelle Ann Ambrogno. Chad M. Johnston. Brittany Ann Jones, cum laude. Matthew Michael Jordan. Taylor Brooke Canada, cum laude. Anna Taylor Couts. Rebecca Marie Kidney, cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Daniel Carl King, cum laude. David T. Koenig. Vicheth Kong. Casey Elizabeth Kotnick, cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Mitchell Robert Kramer, magna cum laude. Heather Nicole Lawson. Corey Thomas Leach. Katrina April Lloyd. Krista Rose Luce, magna cum laude. Kayla Ashay Lowe. Claire Elise Ludwig. Renata Caprice Madison. Maggie Rebecca Hinderlight. Tia B. Truex. Colleen Rachel McKiernan. Allison Louise McLean. Kayla J. Mell. Kiera Unique Moorhead. Alexandra Gabriella Morgan, cum laude. Edward John Morris. Robin Danielle Moyer. Maureen Mulligan. Jessica Jolene Owens Mullins. Danielle Francis Murphy. Andrew Nagel. Carrie Alyssa Nickerson. Brianna Shea Nino, magna cum laude. Micaiah Ocasio. Joseph William Ochsner. Aaron Paul Osting. Ashley Marie Olinger. Ashley Dawn Pavley. Zachary Pointer. Danica Jean Ratcliffe. Michael James Regensberger. Jeffrey James Replogle. Stacy Lynn Roth, cum laude. Caitlin Roush. Andrew J. Sablehouse. John Franklin Schack. William Stockton Schmaltzel. Mary Jo Ann Schmidt, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Rexy Apapo Sevilla. Brianna Justine Shandel. Ross Paul Sharp. Tiffany Marie Shields, summa cum laude. Sean Christopher Shoemate, cum laude. Rian Shar. Justin Michael Sims. Elizabeth Paige Spradlin. Elizabeth Marie Stanley. Melinda Suzanne Stegman. Bobby Lee Stubman, magna cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Jessica Marin Thompson. Jared Carl Topi. Alan Thomas Veneman. Ashley Wax. Alexandra Brooke Washik, cum laude. Jonathan Eric Webster, magna cum laude. Aaron Ray Whitley. Jean M. Wilkie. Jackie Ray Williams, Jr., cum laude. Donald Ethan Wright, University Honors Scholar. Christine Mary McPhillips, cum laude. Defala Amakbul. Receiving associate degrees from the College of Arts and Science is Zofia Odessa Groh.
Good morning. My name is Becky Porterfield, and I'm privileged and honored to represent the Haile U.S. Bank College of Business as their dean. The Haile U.S. Bank College of Business offers 3 graduate degrees: the Master of Accountancy, the Master of Business Administration, and the Master of Science in Executive Leadership and Organizational Change. The achievement of earning these graduate degrees is an indication of a strong commitment in learning and leadership. Mr. President, it is an honor to present the men and women from the Haile U.S. Bank College of Business who have successfully completed all requirements for the master's degrees for which they have been recommended by the faculty.
Receiving the Master's in Accountancy degree from the Haile U.S. Bank College of Business are James Benjamin Atkins, Stephen Bodie. Randy Brown. Stacy L. Clark. John K. Creek. Kathleen E. Honnold. Tara Lynn Kellison. Elizabeth Helen Moser. Anastasia Brittany Stamper. Benjamin Charles Stith. Boniface Wabuthu.
Mr. President, it is both a pleasure and a privilege to present the men and women from the Haile U.S. Bank College of Business who have successfully completed all requirements for the associate and bachelor's degrees for which they have been recommended by the faculty.
Receiving bachelor degrees from the Haile U.S. Bank College of Business are Abdullahi Mohammed Abdi. Yusuf Hussein Alamodi. Abdul Rahman Saleh Al-Fazwan. Curtis Lee Alford. Suleiman Algames. Hussein Al-Hajjaj. Mazen Al-Harbi. Ahmed Al-Hazmi. Suleiman Al-Jarbois. Hussein Ali Mahdi Al-Mansour. Fahid Al-Marik. Tamer Al-Badi. Al-Obidi. Abdulaziz Al-Sahali. Naif Al-Shabana. Uthman Mohammed Al-Shabanat. Christopher Angulo. Catherine Grace Arnold. William James Atchley. Jesse Dean Ayers, cum laude. Ashley Christine Baker. Kristen Nicole Ballinger. Tyler Batchy. Rachel Bayer. Caitlin L. Beagle. Clayton Moore Bola. Hannah Elizabeth Bond. Sean Boyd. Jonathan Michael Brait, magna cum laude. Corbin Hudson Brown. Aisha Abdulaziz Budastor. Tiffany Faye Callahan, cum laude. Tyler Michael Campbell. Abby Elizabeth Carmack. Marissa Ann Corkin. Lindsay Nicole Kaysen. Jake Charles Collins. Caleb Stephen Correll. Alexis Tate Deaver. Abigail Page Duwald, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Melody Ann Doss. Randall James Dreyer II. Ryan Daniel Dugan. Jacob Daniel Edwards. Andrew Ryan Ellis. Samantha Jo English, cum laude. George Ferguson. Cody J. Farrell, summa cum laude. Jacob Alexander Fox. Megan Nicole Fry. Ethan Cole Glass, cum laude. Ian Thomas Goodall, cum laude. Kyle Lee Gosney. William Micah Greenhill. Megan Nicole Haynes, magna cum laude. Bruce Michael Harry. Joseph Lawrence Haverkas. Edward Robert Finken. Troy Eugene Hebel. Bradley Helton. Matthew Douglas Hepner. Elizabeth Ann Hernandez. Erin Jane Holtz, magna cum laude. Kayla Marie Howe, magna cum laude. Brooke Jones Donnelly. Candace R. Jones. Jacob Andrew Kidwell. Amanda Lynn Kennett. Matthew Gregory Kriege. Mustafa Lajami. Jane Marie Kreutzer, summa cum laude, University Honors Scholar. Nicole Marie Lauterbach. Lauren Renee Leininger. Joseph William Lemmink. Ryan Patrick Lenahan, magna cum laude. Yinzi Lee, summa cum laude. Kirsten Marie Maines. Lauren Rose Margolin, cum laude. Joseph John Martin. Stacy Lynn McCarter. Thomas John McMahon IV. Megan Meda. Amber Perla Mercedes Martinez, cum laude. Adis Mesinovic, cum laude. Matthew W. Mondillo. Natalie Marie Moore, cum laude. Justin Edward Moser, cum laude. Daniel Mullins. Hannah Celeste McIntosh. Cassandra Neff. Raven Lee Nelson. Joshua Tyler Niehaus. Jennifer Carol Noel. Maricris S. Monton. Alexandra Margaret O'Brien. Matthew T. O'Brien. Jacob Ollier. Maritza Ozepi, summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Paget. Lavardo Pennerman. Victoria Grace Plemons, cum laude. Thomas Stewart Raleigh. Tylen Disha Red. Noelle Christine Reinhardt, magna cum laude. Alexis Lynn Reynolds, cum laude. Austin Thomas Richardson, magna cum laude. Tammy L. Rydell. Derek Alfredo Rivera. Christopher A. Rizzo. Richard N. Ross III. Brian K. Roy. Kevin Joseph Ruark, summa cum laude. Michael Thomas Schmidt, summa cum laude. Jessica Ann Seward. William Derek Shoecraft. Brooke Nicole Shotwell. David Russell Sprong. Mallory L. Reynolds Statmiller. Taylor Shea Stark, magna cum laude. Kelsey Alexis Stellman. Christina Marie Stewart. Michael Allen Stubbs. David Suthoff. Andrew Theobald. John Lawler Thrift. Douglas Lee Turner. Miles Anthony Vanilla. Colt P. Vannersdal. Corey Alexander Waller, cum laude. Christopher Allen Walters, cum laude. Blake Robert Walligman. Sean Philip White, cum laude. Ronald Lee Winters III. Tristan Edward Wolf. Mallory Worthington. Daniel James Wolker. Fan Yang. Kara Danielle Yeast. Izana Zoga. David Zumdick. Tarek Alageli. Salman Alatebi. Receiving associate degrees from the Haile U.S. Bank College of Business are Catherine Lynn Burt, Robert Kelly Stobart,
Once more, let's congratulate our graduates from the class of 2015. Now, if you would please rise and join in the singing of the Alma Mater. The words of the Alma Mater are printed on the outside back cover of your program.
Lord, and let your vision lead us, hearts of women, men, and youth. Help us seek the higher virtues, guide us to the greater truth. Northern Alma Mater, may our lives enrich your name, and in time leave us your children, better than when we came.
That concludes our commencement ceremony. Please remain standing while the platform party and graduates leave the hall. Graduates, to ensure a safe and orderly exit after the recessional, we ask that you meet up with your family and guests promptly outside of the arena. Thank you all for coming, and once again, on behalf of the Board of Regents, the administration, and our faculty, I congratulate each of the class of 2015 and wish you the best of continued success. Thank you.